What is going on, everybody? Ali here, and welcome to my食戟のSoma Food Wars, the second plate, episode 9 review. It was just a lot of fun to watch. Most of it, actually all of it, was the food fight between Soma, Rio, and Hayama. But before we get into that, I kind of want to mention something about Alice and Rio's past, which I thought was really cool. I don't know if it's going to be any relevance or anything, but back in the past when she wanted him to be her aide or whatever, her assistant, she said, "Let me challenge you to a match, and if I win, I get to call you my dog and stuff." So he's all pissed off, right? He loses, like, I think, like, he loses several times before he actually beats her, and everybody's just cheering when Rio wins finally, and it was really cool because he realizes that she actually helped him develop, like, better flavors and, like, really better techniques and stuff, which was really cool. And so after that, he calls her Miss, and he actually goes with her to the academy, or goes back to where she lives. Which I thought it was, like, really cool to mention that, and I really like that whole little story behind that. But let's get back to this food fight. Each using a different method of Pacific Soare, and the first person who finishes their dish is Rio, and he uses a plastic film that I think goes to like 200 degrees Celsius that you can cook in the oven. So he cooks clams, shrimp, Pacific Soare, bunch of other stuff. Really good quality ingredients, puts it in this film, wraps it up, puts it in the oven, boom. It's done. He brings it to the judges, and when they open that thing, it completely, the flavor explodes. It was like, I think Dojima said it was like violent. It was like a violent flavor explosion. And I also want to mention that the imaginative, like, transferring, like, imaginations, what people are thinking, I don't think it was that funny this week, but when they tried his food, they thought of themselves, like, in the ocean, and Dojima's, like, butt naked, like, looking at fish and stuff, and it was basically like an ocean feel when they tried his food. Now, I think it was called a carpaccio or something like that. It's when, like, with like a medley of seafood and stuff. So then he does that crazy impactful dish in the film, and then Hayama comes up and he shows off his dish. It was basically just slices of the Pacific Soare, but that's what it looked like. So they looked at it and they're like, "Oh, this looks like nothing special." But then Hayama takes out the torch and starts searing all the fish. And after he did that, the flavor, or the aroma, completely spread out through the entire place. Everybody said it was delicious, and they didn't even eat it yet. So then, which was really awesome. I get excited about this show so much because it highlights such culinary skills and stuff, which is just so awesome. And so he torches it, and it turns out that he had a sauce on top of the fish that makes it easier to sear fish and keep the flavors within the fish and stuff, so the fish doesn't lose any kind of nutrition and stuff. So he torches it. Everybody's freaking out. They try it. The chairman's bare-chested for both of them and stuff. The flavor, or the aroma, is like a straight arrow, and it's cool how Hayama and Rio, from their last match, they both developed, like, crazy fast. I think it was like in a week or something like that. And that Rio is like a gigantic blunt blade, a huge sword, and Hayama is like a very sharp forged sword that's is as sharp as a rapier, and so it looks like they're going at it with their swords and stuff. I love the whole image that you get of what they're actually thinking, like, in their heads, which is just awesome to see. And so he serves his dish. Their minds are blown. And I thought what was hilarious was Alice's mom. If she tries something delicious, her broken language, her broken Japanese, completely disappears, and she's completely fluent in Japanese, which I thought was hilarious. And she's speaking like crazy fast with everything. So come time for Soma to give his dish, everybody's like, how is he gonna compete and stuff? He opens his dish. It is salted rice bran Pacific Soare on top of rice. And salted rice bran is a way of aging. It's an aging method. I did not expect that. So basically he came up with this aging method on his own, which I thought was really cool. And the coolest part was how some of the previous judges described what he did. It was like he forged basically a sword of flavor, like the aging method and stuff, or his sore. Like, he forged the sword that is the sore on his own, and you see the image of him like being a blacksmith and welding like his own sword. I kind of got chills down my spine when they were showing that, and I just love that part. But here's the thing, that the chairman, first of all, Alice's mom, she tries it, and she speaks like fluent Japanese and stuff, so his flavor and aromas and everything are just as impactful as Ryo and Hayama. They're just as good. But the thing is, the chairman is not bare-chested, so it's not as creative as Hayama and Ryo. But here's the thing, right at the end, Soma's like, hey, do you guys still want to try my fish? Do you want seconds? It turns out Soma has something up his sleeve in a pot or a dish or something that he opens, and everybody's freaking out about it. What is it? I don't know, but they're gonna try it, and even Hayama and Ryo are like freaking out, like, what is this? That's how the episode ends, actually. And I'm wondering what it is. Maybe it's a broth, maybe it's a sauce, maybe it's a different form of like aging method or something like that, of the sore that maybe he's gonna put on the dish too. It could be just a plain old garnish or something. And also, Hayama's dish, all that he used in his dish, I forgot to mention this, all that he used was allspice. That's like mainly the only thing, except for the sauce, is that he just used allspice in his dish, and everybody's minds were blown. And it was like amazing. Like he completely shut up Ryo, saying like, I ain't no one-trick pony with spices. This is his true worth of spices, which I loved. I loved that part. Ryo's freaking out and everything. And then at the end, you know, Soma has that dish. I don't know what that is. I'm really thinking that it's a sauce or it's some kind of broth, because he's saying like to put it over the rice, but we didn't get to see it. So I know people who read the manga and stuff please don't spoil nothing. But that's how the episode ends. 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10 because I wanted to see the ending kind of. But 9 to a 9.5, because it wasn't really like funny, but it was like awesome action. So I gave it a 9 to a 9.5. So like the video if you did. Comment down below on what you thought of the episode. What do you think that thing that Soma didn't show us? Like, what is it? And if you're excited for next week and stuff. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy. Ladies, stay sassy. But most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty. Alright, so peace and love. And I will see you all later with the next video.